in some country, I don't remember, I think Israel or something, the prisoners who were given death sentence by the court of law, uh, the, the jail authorities talked to the prisoners who were pronounced as a death sentence. They're going to die very soon. That look, we are going to do some experiment for some scientific revolution, and we need people because there is a risk of dying in this experiment. So we give you a choice. If you say yes for the experiment and you come out alive, then your death sentence will be pardoned. Okay. And if you die, then you die. You anyway you're going to die. Right. So what do you want? And they said that, okay, fine. If there is a chance of forgiving my death sentence, and luckily if I come out alive from this experiment, then I'm scot-free. I'll be out of the prison. So most of the prisoners chose to go for the experiment. And the experiment was very interesting. It was to test the expectation effect, the power of expectation effect. And all the prisoners were blindfolded, and they were told that you'll be sitting in a chair, and we are going to release a poisonous snake in the room. Okay. It might bite you, it might not bite you. All right. And then everybody used to leave the room except the snakes and the prisoner, the snake and the prisoner in each room. But this was the story that they were told. But in reality, there was no snake in the room. Only they just made artificial sounds, hiss, and made them think that the snake is rolling on their body. And actually, they just pricked 2 needles on their hand, on their leg. Okay. And you know what happened? 99% of the prisoners died only because of those needles, because they were made to believe that they were bit by a poisonous snake. 99% was the death ratio. Crazy, right? Unbelievable. Because they thought that they're bit by the snake, and they thought that poison is spreading in their body, our mind actually produces poison. The biochemical gets released. We have an internal pharmacy inside our body. If you have read the book or booklet, we have an internal pharmacy in our body. I just laughed when I read that word. Okay. And that's why placebo effects are so famous in the medical industry. We know the examples given in the book where the doctors were working on the injured soldiers in World War I, and morphine was very useful medicine to give anesthesia, so that all the soldiers were so badly injured that it was impossible to operate without giving morphine, without giving anesthesia. But the results of World War I, things were so bad that morphines used to go out of stock. And then one doctor did one thing, that he just gave some glucose saline and told the patient that I'm giving you morphine, and then I'm going to operate on you. And, operating on a body without anesthesia runs a huge risk of heart attack, because the pain is unbearable, and that leads to heart attack. But you know what? Almost all the soldiers who were told that they had been injected morphine, but actually it was just plain glucose saline, they happily came out of the operation and the operation was successful. So I think this is very interesting. I'll come to the points where how we can use these placebos and expectation effects in our day-to-day life. Before that, I'll give some more examples. There are some basketball players in US, and all the basketball students were divided into 3 groups. One group were told that you have to practice basketball, all the strokes, all the tactics and dodging for 1 month rigorously. The second group was said that you don't have to practice, you do whatever you want, we'll meet after 1 month. The third group said that without holding the ball, just be at home and practice everything that we teach you mentally, not physically. Okay? And they were never given a basketball. So they just sat at home and religiously, with full discipline, they practiced basketball just in the mind, okay, through imagination. After 1 month, when they checked through international coaches all the skills, basketball skills of all the players of three groups, uh, the the first group obviously did fairly well because they had actually worked physically. The second group was way behind because they did nothing, neither physically nor mentally. The third group, very interesting result, their skill set was just 2% lesser than the first group. Very interesting. Again, that's the power of mental stamina that we have, but we underestimate these things. uh, I think I read this story in a book written by uh, Adam Grant. I don't recollect the name of the book. Adam Grant is a very famous author. Uh, there was housekeeping staff in a five-star hotel, and the housekeeping staff were asked that, do you work on your health? And most of the boys and girls said that no, we never get time. There is so much of work here. कमरा साफ करना होता है, clean the bed sheets, attend the customers, a hell lot of work, and we used to get so tired that there is no time to go to the gym. And then the same people who complain that we do nothing for for health in specific, especially, and their health reports were taken after asking this question, which did not give some great parameters. So the results were not so great. Most of the parameters were out of range. They had some minor cholesterol issues or diabetes, etc., etc. Then they were told through a lot of analysis of their body actions while cleaning the rooms and doing housekeeping services that, you know what, when you clean the room, you're actually working on your thighs because you're doing squats. When you're actually cleaning the ceiling or cleaning the glass, you're actually extending your back and you're improving your flexibility. And this is adding to your health. So they told them all the detailed body movements they are doing while they're working on their job. And after a month, again, they were asked to take health reports, medical reports, and the results are amazingly much, much, much better, almost 50% better than the previous medical reports. So just by thinking that whatever I'm doing for my betterment, for my health, in itself improves your health. All right. तो आप भी कभी घर पे अगर लादी पोछा कर रहे हो, तो आप सोचो कि you are doing something great for your body. Okay, it's not waste of time. It's not cheap work. Usually ऐसा बोल जाता है ना कि घर का काम मतलब useless, ऑफिस का काम मतलब नो white collar job. नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. काम काम है. In fact, physical काम ज्यादा अच्छा रहता है because you sweat and you burn calories. Whereas कुर्सी पे बैठ के बस उंगलियां हिलाने से कुछ calories burn नहीं होते. But again, interestingly, to counter argue with the same statement, which I read in a book, if you are away from the gym, suppose you are in an aeroplane, 20,000 feet above the earth, and you're sitting in your seat, and just imagine that you are holding a 10 kg dumbbell. Just imagine, and think that you're lifting it with a lot of effort. Okay, try lift and do some 10 repetitions. You'll actually start sweating. I've done this. You will start sweating, but you have to imagine with all the minute details. You have to feel the dumbbell. Okay, close your eyes. Of course, you will not burn as much calories as you will actually lift the dumbbell in the gym, but you'll definitely burn more calories than just idly sitting in the chair. All right, that's the power of our mind.